What's up, guys? BrownieBits here, and today we are back in BrownieLand for a special episode, a world tour episode, and special guest is joining me today, and that is going to be hidden behind all this shrubbery. Oh, hey!
Oh, hi there. I was just hanging out here. This is my little tent over here.
Very nice. I like
Yeah,
it.
I thought it was pretty good building style here. We mix it up with the block on top, but
Yeah.
yeah. Thanks so much for having me, dude. I'm really excited to see this world. So
All right. Well, to give you a little preface, so basically, I do every 25 episodes, we do a world tour here, and the 25th episode basically is an actual like recorded episode, and then we have a world tour after that. So this is
okay, awesome.
75 episodes worth of work so far, and there's still plenty more to be had.
Sweet. You see, I over there just go for, it hits that 25 mark, and I'm like, this can be the tour, and I just kind of lump it all in one. So, props to you for actually doing full 75 episodes of work there. So,
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. So basically, this first area, we are right here at World Spawn, where this pathway starts. So this is the Osint's territory of BrownieLand. And this first area is the first place that we started building in, and the town is called Aluik, and it's a very farming city. It's also known as the City of Heroes. And as we come down this little path, I also like to take some inspiration from you in creating kind of that beautiful rendering in of the city. So,
oh yeah, you got to get those sight lines. You got to walk up to it, and just that big old like bam as the Minecraft always awkwardly loads in things.
Exactly. So as we come up here, I actually spawned in this world, actually right over here in this wheat field, basically right in the middle. And as the world loaded in, there was this nice large structure right here. Oh, frame rate, sorry.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what is that? I was like, hopefully that's not me. All right.
Yeah, that's the world. There's a lot going on in this city here.
Gotcha. Yeah, geez.
So
got some of that redstone, red dust magic stuff going on here.
Yeah, there's some ropes somewhere around here.
Ah, yeah, that's what it is. See, that's why I don't get any lag in my world. See, I'm just thinking ahead for when mine gets super massive. There's none of those weird laggy red things anywhere. So
that's
totally
probably
fine.
smart. Yeah. So this was basically built in a dark oak forest, and the theme of this first season is to take a Minecraft vanilla structure and to repurpose it into a city. So basically take the style and then try to create new variations on it. And I'm sure you can already guess based off of that huge structure. Oh, yes, perfect, actually.
Yeah, got it. Cool.
So we spawned in, and this woodland mansion was actually here. We spawned in right next to the woodland mansion.
Way.
Yeah, so that was a pretty fun little experience.
This is actually the first time I've ever seen one.
Really?
In Minecraft Vanilla.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Well, this whole area was very hilly. In fact, at this point here, the dirt was up to the cobblestone on the second floor. So, yeah,
that's
like
awesome.
up to here, which was kind of funny how this all done it. So I actually just leveled this whole area out. But basically, this whole area, this mansion, the story behind it is the Great General Obsidian actually came and built this mansion here as a retirement home after fighting the darkness. Yeah, there's villagers in there.
Yeah, I heard the sounds. I was like, what's going on?
That's
very
actually
cool. Okay.
That's actually a pixel riff chunk building.
Oh, nice.
I expanded it a little bit, but yeah, that's one of his one chunk buildings.
Like, that's one very big chunk you got of it. That's awesome. Though.
Yeah. So the General Obsidian actually built this woodland mansion out here, and as people came to kind of pay homage to him and his great work for protecting the citizens of this territory, they started to settle here because of the just absolute beauty of this area. And then when he died, if we come over here, right around to the back end.
Ooh, lots of little houses.
Oh, yeah. It's
Very
still
cool.
not 100% done, but
I mean, is any build ever 100%?
That's true. So they built these two swords, this statue back here, in honor of him.
Nice.
And basically his nickname is the mini sword. And where I got...
Oh,
yeah,
that's obsidian.
Yeah. Yep. I changed
Cool.
it
Very
because I
cool.
like it a little better.
Yeah.
So one of the other things too is there's a certain level of my Patreon that people get to come in and be part of the lore. So their name actually gets put into the lore. So General Obsidian is actually the username of Obsidian Minisword.
Oh, awesome.
So I kind of did a play on that, and they called General Obsidian the mini sword because during battle in his youth he actually carried this good luck sword that broke in half, and so he basically just carried that for good luck for the rest of his life on his side.
Awesome, man.
And
Cool
then
way to
there's-
add a little
Oh yeah,
ode to the OG fans in there. That's awesome.
for sure. And then also in Patreon, you actually get to have a little shop built after you. So this is actually Minnie's. We call him Minnie. This is Minnie's gold shop. So
Very cool.
yeah, and then we have YDYT's redstone shop, and there's actually redstone doors in here. So it's kind of like a warehouse, is what I was trying to get this
Yeah.
theme going for this.
I like the lights hanging from the ceiling. That's awesome.
Thank you.
If only they actually worked like how we wish factory lights would work, and they would like shine down, and so you wouldn't have to have
yeah,
the torch
exactly,
coverage,
exactly.
maybe one day we
Maybe
can dream.
one day. And then,
Very cool though. Don't know what any of this stuff does, so
well, some of it works. I think this door actually
Ah.
broke with the new update, but this one does. So basically, it's just redstone doors.
very cool.
Yeah.
Things I totally don't understand at all. Nice.
And she actually taught me all of these, so that was a pretty fun little
Nice.
collab episode. So I had a lot of fun with YD.
That's awesome.
And then, if we come over here, this is actually a repurposed lighthouse, and I haven't gotten to the interior yet, but this is going to be a little
There
like
I
museum.
might have a siren coming by here in the background real fast. I can hear one coming up, so sorry about that.
It's all good.
Good old living in the city.
Exactly. So this here is a repurposed lighthouse, and they actually took it from the closer to the ocean and brought it in here because it was badly damaged and it wasn't working very well anymore. They actually refurbished it and made it work. This is actually working, but I think I have it broken right now because this causes massive amounts of lag. But
Yeah,
so
it does like go around.
yeah, it goes around. It's pretty cool.
Oh, fancy redstone stuff in there. Very cool. Yep,
Yeah.
definitely understand what all those things do. Awesome.
Yeah, it was a fun little project. But yeah, so a lot of this is just going to be, houses and everything in this area. Nice little homage to the dark oak forest that this was in. And then if
Definitely.
we come over here, right next to this fountain, there's this big building with 2 doors. And inside here is actually our library of Aluik. And on here, every library will have one of these shulker boxes. And these are the comments
cool.
of the day. So this goes from episode 0 all the way up to episode 25, the World Tour, which WT is what it stands for.
That's awesome.
And yeah, so there's a little viewing platform into the water that's below.
Nice.
And this actually goes up 3 floors.
Oh,
So,
wow. Very big.
Yeah, this was a fun project. And my purpose of these, I haven't transferred anything over here yet. My purpose was to put enchanted books in here. So eventually that'll happen.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, eventually when we have that excess of enchanted books lying around
I
somewhere.
actually do.
Oh, well, maybe some of us.
I do
All
a
I
lot
got
of-
to my name is about 20 shulker boxes of dirt, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
Obviously, we
Awesome.
have the big pixel riff one chunk design with the villagers in there. There's 2 floors of villagers, and there's a
Oh,
horse
yes.
in the bottom floor too.
Yeah. Very.
That was a fun project trying to figure out how I was going to work that all in. But it worked out well. It actually worked out extremely well. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then if we come
Very
over
cool.
here, there's one last kind of real important thing in this small area here. This is the tech store, and Neeson is a very important name to the lore because that's another one of the patrons that actually have their name within the lore. And we'll actually visit that a little bit later on. So
I will say I thought it was a pun off of like Nissan cars for a
Nope.
second. first thing that jumped to, but very cool. It's a
Yeah,
person as well, even better, more unique.
exactly. So
Support the little guys.
exactly. So these are computers, and then they have records up top. So
Nice. Very cool.
done a lot of
That's awesome.
farming and everything to get all of this stuff.
Oh, I'm
Um,
sure. One of
but
everything, please.
yes,
It's so much
exactly.
more painful than just getting a full chest of one thing.
Exactly. So we have the community farming area to our back, and then a pretty large area of houses. So this is kind of the richer area of town, and then the other side where it's kind of the smaller houses is kind of the poorer area, the middle class area.
Awesome. Very
So,
cool.
and every house is going to have a little bit different of a design. I tried to take as much inspiration from the Woodland Mansion, but change it up as much as possible. So that
Yeah,
was
definitely.
kind
I really like that you're using the cobblestone walls kind of like as a skinnier bit to the wall itself instead of like having them on the outside. It adds a nice little bit of detail to it.
Yeah, I really like it. It adds a little draft, but this whole town doesn't have doors. That's kind of the purpose of it. So it kind of allows it, and I really like this design here. Is probably one of my favorite designs for this.
Yeah, it's simple, but it works really well for kind of just getting a little bit of detail in the walls without using like the slabs and stairs and everything and making them super large. So I
Exactly.
really like it. It's awesome, man.
So, and then we're gonna come over here. More fields. Eventually, this whole place is going to be filled with fields in between all the cities. Eventually. So,
That eventual goal, we all got that one.
yeah. So this large building here is actually our fishing
Oh,
area.
there you are.
Yeah, right down here. So this is
Gotcha.
our fishing area of Alowick, and eventually, I haven't gotten to it yet, but you can put fish in here apparently. So I'm going to have
Yeah,
to.
the little bucket of water. I tried chasing a fish around with just an empty bucket trying to pick
Oh,
it up.
I
No,
think I
you
watched.
need water in there.
I
You
think
need
I
you
watched
need the
you
water.
or somebody do that. It might have been Rendog, but I don't know. I got a kick out of it. And then up top is going to
Yeah.
be kind of a fish market area.
Okay.
I've got like 2 little stalls already in place, but I don't have any designs or anything yet. But yeah,
Gotcha.
so that's
Very
what this
cool.
is going to be as far as that goes.
Awesome.
And then one thing that I really am happy with, which I kind of took this design from Wells Night, but I'm using the cobblestone or the cobwebs for fish nets.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
with this being birch floors, I actually added in oak wood to act as like a wet floor to where as you dragged in the
Ah,
nets, it added kind of that wet design to it. And I really like how
very
it came
cool.
out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then the
Kind
same
of subtle
thing.
detail that you wouldn't really pick up, but it really helps break up the floor, so it works.
Oh yeah. And then the same thing goes for these pillars or piles, I guess they're called. But I used spruce logs as the wet wood, and then the dark oak logs as the dry wood. So
Gotcha. Very cool.
yeah, some nice docks. Eventually, there's going to be some small fishing boats and vessels and that stuff.
That's
And
awesome.
and then over here, the live stream last year on my birthday, we did a 24-hour live stream, and we actually built this building. So I actually honored that with a sign. So that was
24 hours for a sign.
yes, exactly. I built that sign for 24 hours. That's that sign
Man,
I built.
I try and stream for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. My voice is already dead, and I'm like, guys, I can't go any longer. Leave me behind.
Yeah, it was a fun project. It was one of those things where I was like, I got to keep going because I want to finish this. But it turned out really nice. This is a
Definitely.
shipping and storage container area.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So you
You
can
got the
kind of
nice
see.
little Bernie blocks over here on top of the wood. Very,
Yeah, exactly.
very safe.
Yep. And then you have a stack of the little pallets up here in the corner.
Oh, that's awesome. I was like, I think that's that's very cool.
So we stacked up the pallets, and then obviously each one of these are ready to be shipped out, ready to go. And then there's just piles of random stuff, and then this stuff is being either brought up or brought down from the storage area up top. Feel free to go up top.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, you got one of those fancy things up here.
Yeah. No redstone up
Very
here, though. No redstone. It's
Good,
all
I
just...
like it. It's the proper storage room. We don't need none of those cheater redstoney storage rooms.
Exactly.
Ooh, you got a lot of fancy stuff in there.
Uh-huh.
Awesome, very cool.
So Yeah. Also, most of the wood chests are actually filled up completely. So.
Ooh, I'm jealous of that. Oh, I threw it on the
Oh
ground.
no.
That never happened. We're
Yeah.
getting out of here.
Yep. All
Very
right.
cool.
So the final thing over here is we'll actually cross this here bridge and follow this out into the fields outside of Aluik. Okay.
Taking the role playing route. We're going along the ground here. No more of that flight mode.
There you go. I like that.
Ooh, nice. Very cool.
So we have potatoes and carrot fields, and eventually I'll go in and add in some different crops in between there, so it breaks it up a little bit better. But I
Nice.
really like the solid field that it provides.
Definitely.
It makes my OCD kind of happy. And
I'm
then,
more of the hectic type of guy, so I love to like just break them up and make them just look so crazy and like just as I feel like in the medieval times, kind of what we're going with here, they wouldn't have the perfect crop rows, so I like trying to like break up like every few of them every once in a while, or I like to do them in like strips. But I love the effect that you get from this when you're looking like straight, like really high up in the sky. It just gets that like mass, like you can see the lines and everything. It's very very cool at that point.
It's beautiful. So this little farmhouse is the Neeson family farmhouse. So I told you that name was important. So this farmhouse is
Nissan cars. Got it.
Nissan cars. Yeah, they created the car brand.
Very cool.
So
From
this
a farmhouse.
Yes. So this has all the farms below it. So if we were to come down here,
scary times.
you can see our villager farms. So we've got carrots and potatoes on
I'm sorry
this
you're
side.
trapped in here, buddy. I know. I'm sad too for you.
He's fine. He gets paid.
Does he get sunlight time? It's very important.
Yes.
This guy won't even look at you. Look, he's just walking away.
Yeah.
He just won't even look over here. You see, he walked away again. You tried walking back to get his view, and he's just like, no, I'm going to my corner. I know where I stand.
And then if we come all the way down here, all the way down, we actually have our pumpkin and melon farms on either side. So this is all pumpkins, and then
very cool.
all melons on the other side.
Gotcha. Nice.
And this is actually broken. The melon farm's broken right now because I unloaded it whenever it was midway through a powered rail. So I still got to fix it. It's all the way at the very top.
Bummer.
Oh, well. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It can be fixed.
There he is. Hi, little minecart bud. Oh, I broke glass. I'm going to fix that. It's fine.
It never happened. So what?
It's like when you run this thing for like an hour, I feel like you never need any more melons after that. So
basically, yeah. Yeah, basically. I've got more melons than I know what to do with, but yeah. And then in the barn, we actually have our wheat and beetroot farms down below. So the same setup as the melon or the potato and carrot farms, but wheat and beetroot.
I like how you expose the water streams up at the top. That's a cool little touch to it. To kind of just add that extra little bit of making the redstone or whatever you would call this, the sorting part of it actually look cool. I think that's really well done.
Thank you. I like it. It's fun to watch too as they just kind of go through everything. So, and then the storage part up here hasn't been done yet, but there's going to be hay bales and that type of stuff up there. So,
gotcha. Cool.
But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll actually head over here, and actually don't know where you went.
I'm at the bridge.
Oh, you're at the bridge. Oh, okay, perfect. You creamed over me. So what we'll do is we'll head over this way and go across this bridge, and you can actually see a building whose roof is peeking out over the treetops.
Yeah, I was looking at that when we were walking through the fields. I was like, ooh, we got to get over there.
Yeah. There's a little secret house over here. I haven't decided what I want to do with this house yet, but I had to take some inspiration from my favorite YouTuber. Can you tell who it is?
I'm guessing it starts with a W.
That's actually very close.
Maybe with an F before it.
I don't think this is one of your builds, though. I don't know.
No, it looks very Nembonia inspired.
Yes, actually, it's very Nemonian inspired. So, and in fact, there's actually another village, a hamlet that is Nimbonia inspired. But
My contribution.
oh, there you. Oh, did I forget a window?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Tour's off. Forgot a window. Take it.
Tour's off. It's not ready yet. Thank you.
It's not a finished world. We're done. Reschedule.
Yes. So we'll come over here, and right as we're heading through this, right at the end of this, I think we'll kind of get a taste and then kind of end this episode off. Sound good?
Sounds good to me, man.
Okay. So as you're coming over here, this pathway will lead to the city of Raisley, which is the city of the gods. So basically, this area.
Sounds like my kind of city.
Yeah. Four religions have called this place home. 2 are still around, and 2 have died off. Once we get, there's little pieces that are going to be able to be popped through and see, but once we get closer, you'll actually be able to tell me what the main structure of this city is.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of prismarine over here, so ocean monuments.
Yes.
Nice. Above ground ocean monuments.
Yes, it's very strange. But I think that'll be it for this episode.
Cool. Sounds good to me, man.
All right. So we will see you guys in the next one, which will be tomorrow. So yes.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Aha, got it in.
See you guys next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.